Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing? Quickly here, I'm going to do a little guide on how to do pyramid plunder, which is what I've been doing recently for my thieving experience. Ever since I finished While Good Sleeps, and yes, you can see right here, I did hit level 98. So hopefully tonight or tomorrow I will be getting 99. And so this first run, I'm just going to talk about the generalities of the minigame. Um, I find it very enjoyable compared to Monkey Knife Fighters. It was getting really hard to just sit there and do them because it was some killer XP. I don't know why this is so much better, but maybe it's just the change of scenery or the fact that you move or that you click different objects. But I find this to be a lot more enjoyable than Monkey Knife Fighters, though I always will prefer those to some extent, as the XP was really great. Okay, so in this minigame you need at least level 21, but I wouldn't come here until you're 81 or 91. Um, you have to run through these rooms really quickly. There's urns, and there's various loots you get from the urns, as you can see in my inventory. There's scarabs, seals, and statuettes. There's three different types. Actually, there's four. The first type is pottery, which is the lowest level. The second type is stone, and the third type is gold. The top, and then the fourth and final is called. Oh geez, it is jeweled gold or jeweled. It's diamond something. I don't know. It's the fancy golden ones. Those are worth more, I guess, in a sense. You get these loots from opening the urns or the chests, and I believe you get them from the sarcophagi, but I don't really mess with those. And then you also get them from the final room. I don't know what the thing's called. I just click it and I'll tell you once I get there. Um, but yeah, the XP you get here is pretty good. I meant to reset my counter at the beginning of this, but I'll do it before my next run, really quickly. And this is just my method of preferring how to do it. What you want to do is no matter what your level is, once you come here, you're going to want to clear out rooms as best as you can, but not any rooms. As you saw, I rushed through the first bunch of rooms all the way up to level the room that is one below mine. I rushed all the way up to this room before looting any urns. Um, I do a few things in here which other people might not do. But I'll get to that in a minute when I explain a more in-depth run, which is going to be my second run. One thing that I like. Okay. One danger about opening the middle chest is that there are scarabs, and they will attack you. An important thing to bring here is anti-poison, as you just saw, and you need the anti-poison because the snakes in the urns, which you saw me get hit by in the corner, those snakes will poison you. This was why I bring a bunyip. They also hurt you, and so it's just nice to have constant health regen without having to worry about it. Now, you saw me play melee. I just find that easier than anything else because they can hit you, and it does get really annoying. And dropping your health too low while you're here can get very bad. Pro tip that I heard earlier is to bring a Ring of Wealth because it increases your chance to get loot of a greater level. Instead of getting a stone, you'll get a gold and whatnot. Most important item for this is the Pharaoh Scepter. It teleports you right to the entrance, actually to where you start the minigame. Without it, you have to search all the doors outside. It just gets incredibly repetitive and bad, and you just waste tons of XP doing it. They're not that much, and you recharge them with these. That's why you see me with a full inventory of gold. I could have food, I could have something else, but I just prefer to have lots of these. It kind of prioritizes when it takes them from you. It'll take scarabs, then seals, then statuettes, just because that's kind of their rarity when you loot them. Engraved sarcophagus, that's the final one. Okay, so everything in here will give you theming experience except for the sarcophagus and the engraved sarcophagus. I don't go for this one. I just find it, I don't know, I don't want the strength experience just because I don't like strength. And I need free XP as free XP, but it's not for me. So you want to, as you just saw me do there, you want to get to the highest level room, loot everything from it, and then go back. or yeah, because it'll give you the most experience. Because you saw these chests were giving me tons and tons and tons of experience. Oh wow, jeweled golden. I need to pick this up, and I should be praying melee, but I'm not because I suck. Okay, so when your charges run out on your scepters, you're going to want to go to the mummy at the entrance and use the scepters on him. Usually I spam spacebar and 2 to go through the chat options and choose gold artifacts as fast as possible. In this clip, I accidentally hit jewel artifacts, and I'm recording over my audio right now because I made a big mistake earlier. So yeah, quickly, 21 room. You can start either on the west or east on the northwest, northeast doors. I really don't see a difference here. Also, another thing that's important to realize about this minigame is that in these clips, I could have gotten lucky. I could have gotten these quick rooms. The 31, you start northeast. You can get lucky, like right there. I got 2 first doors in a row. Something that slows you down a lot is when you get 4th doors. Is where you have to go through the entire room of doors before you get it. I do not loot chests until room 61 or 71, as I said. I read previously in a guide that that's good, but when I was doing it with looting every chest, it just seemed to take a lot longer. Something important: you spam click the doors as soon as you see that XP drop happen, or you spam the next door. Because there is a possibility of you failing, you just got to make sure you watch for that XP drop. If not, keep spamming your door. Here we are in 61. 51, I also like to start on that one, on the door that's right next to the entrance, because see, to me, it's like the possibility is really high. Like, it's not high. You got a 1 in 4 chance of getting the first door to work. 61, important thing. I start at the north one, because if I get scarabs in the chest when I check it, I can get them caught there and in the next door, so I don't have to deal with them and I don't have to waste prey. And the way I know that I have scarabs is when I open it, you get hit. Make sure once you enter the next room, or any room after you pray, to turn off your prayer before you hit the spikes, because it will cause you to suck. No, it'll cause you. Oh, your prayer will get stuck on. It's 71. I like to search that door first, just because it works. It lets you switch from that one and then to these doors easier than going around the sarcophagus to the one in the corner. There you go. Spear traps. Make sure your character is lined up with the wall of spear traps that you're clicking, or else he'll just keep walking into them instead of actually going. As you saw, I got like 1.4, 1.5k experience before I even a lot more than that. I think it's like 3. You get about 3k before I even got to this room, which is some good experience. In the last room alone, if you loot the entire room, you get over 10k experience, and so yeah, every round in here is a timed 5-minute trip, so it'll be really easy to calculate the experience I get from this run at the end. But yeah. In the 81 room, I always like to check this door and see if I can get it first, because it's so far away from the rest of the room. And then another thing, with 81, you want to make sure that you get all of the chests in 91. So you gotta know how much time you have in 81 and how many chests urns you can loot. I usually go for about 7 or 6 or 7, whichever I can do. If I get scarabs from the chest, though, I try to get out of there, so I save prayer and just don't waste time. And so here, you can only drop during certain frames when looting chests. So you gotta watch now. Yeah. The only thing is when you're dropping, it wastes a little more time in XP. So yeah, you just gotta make it through. As I said before, it's really important to focus on finishing up that last room and just getting the most experience you can out of the minigame, because the lower rooms, though, they're not going to be as good as XP as the top room, obviously. So coming to the close here, watching the meter on your top right, though showing your XP kind of makes it worse. I showed my XP to help the video, and just the main point is just to watch your character, watch your animations, and spam click everything, because there's no animation canceling in this minigame, so you can't cheat game ticks. The only way to do it is by spam clicking. And coming down to the close. Get the chest and get the engraved sarcophagus, which gives you some rune crafting experience. And you know when to click on the door when you see the XP drop. When I have a full inventory, I like to right-click the loot from there, just to see if I get anything good. A mummy pops out, and just to make sure you spam the number 1 to go through the chat option really quickly. I'm going to bring up calculator really quickly and show you the XP. You can every run takes 5 minutes, so 12 runs an hour, 230k experience an hour, a little less, a little more, you know, depending on how fast and how good you are. Especially in that last room, it's important to make sure you get out as fast as possible and just restart, teleport, talk to mommy, and go. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and share with a friend. Bye.